Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Georgia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The play-action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Georgia going up tempo. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time it's complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fights off the defender. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Rides the back on the option to give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking. He's looking deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Overton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shepard. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He caught it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there.
Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking for his man. Got it in the middle. It's Miles. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Found the seam. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the Saints on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning. These secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll run for it on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They'll go to the ground. Turning it off. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and scored. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Off play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's just so so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's got more. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet spin. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Hauls it in. Good, solid tackle. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put quite a drive together. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna look downfield again. He wants it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Finds a little space.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Croman home. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. On target.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this is is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. Never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brings into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he... The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy.